Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine.
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine. And I am going to cut the Cook County budget.
Okay.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back to that lemon light city, Sweet Hope, Chicago. 2 is 4, 4 4 6. Come on, baby, now get your business fixed. Come on.
Hi there, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and your host, Avi Myers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers here. Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us on the web at ntnm.org. Community policing, we want to congratulate our new commander, former captain and watch commander, Michael Wick, and we wish him all the best luck in his job, and we look forward to having him on the show. You know, he was kidding around with me, saying, you know, like he wants to lose a little weight before he gets on the show because he knows the camera adds 10 pounds. No, Commander, the camera adds 15 or 20 pounds. So,
Really?
Yeah, really. I'm still surprised, not that I'm the skinniest guy in the world, that people tell me that, you know, I never knew you weren't that fat till I saw you in person. You know, compliments, we'll get them everywhere. What can I tell you? And anyway, as my Joe Chuck J, who always brings my next guest, says, our next guest doesn't need an introduction, so he doesn't get one. Alderman Berny Stone, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
So, well, first of all, you know what? Lots of stuff going on. And you know what? Let's start with the school, if that's okay.
Okay. You mean the Boone Clinton School, which has no name at this point.
That's being built on Whipple.
On Whipple, near North Shore. It's really moving ahead very quickly. The southern part of the school, the steel has been erected. It's under roof already. The steels have been erected. They're working on the inside already. The northern part of the school is almost under roof. The steel's going up very quickly, and they'll be joined at the center by the entrance to the school. And it's in like 2 wings, and it's going along really very fast. And I'm very happy with the progress that's being made on it.
Now, so it will be opening September of 2010.
September of 2010, right on schedule, even though we had that long hiatus in the middle there.
Right. Now, what all was resolved? I mean, there's an entrance from Kedzie coming in, there's more parking. What's the deal?
Well, I know that a lot of people think there is, but I don't know where it's going to go. Some people think there's going to be an entrance from Kedzie, but I don't know where it's going to come from, and I don't know where it's going to go. So if they believe it, let them believe it.
Okay, now no construction has started for any of that stuff.
Where's the road going to go?
I haven't walked there lately.
What are you going to do? They're going to buy the Commonwealth, the People's Gas property? Are they going to run it through a building, or are they? Maybe they're waiting till 2011 when perhaps there may be a different alderman here. I don't know what they're waiting for.
Okay. Oh, by the way, speaking of aldermen, I understand you had a nice fundraiser.
Yes, I did, and I thank all those who were very, very good to me and contributed funds so that we can keep the office running for another year.
And by the way, I'd like to ask those people of you who ran it, look, I'm a member of the press, and it was kosher food. I want a freebie next time, okay? You guys didn't even tell me about it. I would have been more than happy there.
Well, I can't take the blame, Avi. And the food was kosher. And
was it good?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was even halal, so that those who don't observe kosher could eat it also. But we had it wasn't only for Jews. It was for or the Orthodox. It was for everybody, and the food was delicious. So anybody of all denominations could eat the food, and my hosts were exceptionally wonderful. Jake Weiss and Neil Stein and a number of others who contributed towards the running the affair, and nice people, good people, Rabbi Beider and a number of others.
Very nice. And so no, I'm glad everything went well. And hey, guys, like I'm a good freeloader. He had me there. I mean, that's the way the press is. It's a shame when people can't. All the invitations I get to all these different events are always complimentary. So
Well, we didn't. Everything is always complimentary, and those who came. There were people who came and didn't, as we say in the vernacular, didn't drop. But everybody's welcome.
Okay. Well, I didn't even know about it, to be honest with you. I know everybody.
I'm sorry. It's my fault. I should have mentioned it to you, Avi.
But you know what? I did get your newsletter via email.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We've sent out an electronic newsletter, and we're after much pushing by some people, we're changing our website, and we're bringing that up to date. So we're trying to get a little more up to date.
No, I was glad to see it, and it was good that because you haven't had one before for quite a while since election time.
Yeah, well, we're working.
So you covered some past news. And
we're
you covered
working
some
on
future
it,
news.
and if anybody in the audience wants to get the electronic newsletter, all you have to do is send us your email address, and we'll be happy to forward our electronic newsletter.
Where do they send it to? By phone, by email? Where do they send it?
It can send it to www.goodforthe50th, or they can call our local office, 773-764-5050. We'll be happy to forward it to you.
Okay, so www.goodforthe50th.com or .org?
.com.
.com or 773-764-5050.
That's correct.
Very good. And it was nice to see it, and I'm glad you're informing people, and I hope people will be able to...
We're sending out a bulletin out there. The city this year is not giving flu shots, so we've made an arrangement with Walgreens. Walgreens will be coming up to our office and giving flu shots at our office. Tentatively, the date is October 12th. We're trying to change the date because actually we're closed on October 12th. That's Columbus Day. Mm. But if it need be, we'll open up for that. Tentatively, it's October 12th, and those with Medicare cards, there's no charge, and those without Medicare cards, there's a fee of
I don't think we're allowed
$25. Are you not allowed? Okay. But
there's a minor fee.
There's a minor fee.
Okay.
It's the normal Walgreens charge.
Okay. Yeah, because we got to be careful about that kind of thing. For you know how the cable places.
Okay.
With it. Okay. Any other events you got coming up right now, or?
We're trying to put together our yearly Special Olympics at Misericordia. But as of right now, we haven't got a date, but we're trying to put our Special Olympics together for Misericordia also.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Anybody building anything right now?
Oh, yeah, of course. The garage.
Devon and Rockwell?
Devon and Rockwell. It's up past the 4th floor now, and the masonry is already commenced, and it's moving. It really is moving, and the 5th and 6th floor are not the same as the first 4 floors, because the first 4 floors are concrete and reinforced concrete.
Was that all parking?
That's all parking. But the 5th and 6th floors, which are the two living quarter floors, is basic construction is not as hard. Four floors are already, the walls are up, and it'll go very fast from this point on. And I think it's safe to say that in springtime, well, even before springtime, the garage portion will be open.
Yeah. That'll be good. No, I'm glad to see it being built, and that's something that was very much needed. I wish the economy was better so more people could avail themselves of it. What is anything else being built right now?
Construction-wise, we have the Walgreens under construction at the corner of Glen Lake and Western.
And it's going to be like a full-service healthcare.
Oh, this is one of those big super Walgreens. They ripped down the old automobile sales building there, and the corner. This is the southwest corner of Granville and Western, and it goes to Glen Lake. I don't know what it'll be on the corner of Glen Lake, but it'll be something different at the corner of Glen Lake. But I don't know what it'll be there. But anyway, it'll be a large Walgreens, and they'll be closing the small Walgreens that was on the northwest corner.
Right now, you know what? And you just came to mind that the Aldi. You know, you talked about this a year ago, and I was going to kept meaning to ask you what's going on with the Aldis.
Aldis had just started construction.
Right. I saw when I was there last week to get my cantaloupe for 89 cents that it said closing September 27th, and there were pictures of other Aldis that are going to look like it.
Yeah, Aldis is just starting construction. What it'll be is Aldi's will be a very large store covering the entire site, and with parking on the second floor. With a ramp going up to parking on the second floor, and the entire grade level will be the store.
They're one of the few businesses that's really benefited from the economy because more people are
yes.
And you know what? I see people I never used to. I only would go in there a few times a year because, frankly, I wasn't that fond of. There were some very strange people there, but they had good prices, and I liked their honey, for instance, which was usually under the OU. And
well,
some of the produce is good.
Aldi's really started planning this before the economy went sour, and this was a long time in planning. But of course, now their plans have been escalated by the very fact that I guess the fact that the economy is bad has been good for their business.
Oh, you know what? One of the things I keep meaning to mention on the show that I forget to mention, I wanted to congratulate and wish well to Aaron Morgan of Good Morgan and now Morgan Harbor Grill.
Yeah, well, he had a little problem and I think it's been resolved now, and he's had his grand opening.
Yeah, he's had his grand opening, and I understand that he's doing good business and he's very successful.
Very good.
One of the. It's nice to see a Jewish business expand on Devon.
Yeah.
And I wish him well. He's a really, really good guy, and he's got a quality product.
Good.
So.
And also that bazaar on the corner of Rosemont and Western has basically been finished. They're looking for tenants now.
Oh, the typhoon or monsoon.
Monsoon bazaar, and that is almost
good name
finished.
for the Windy City.
Yes. Well, of course, I guess it's more Indian in nature, and that also is shopping on the grade level with parking on the second level.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I called you about a place. I called you privately. I don't usually do this, but you know what? I saw a place with that he had that said he had a tattoo thing on Devon. Was that
not true? Joe and I both went in to check it out. And tattoo is what it is
You mean the little guy from that old show with Ricardo Matzelboss?
No, it's not. It's not the plane boss. No, what it is in an Indian wedding, they put the woman decorates herself with drawings.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they meant by the tattoo. It's
not
a
like somebody with a needle.
It's not a permanent tattoo. No, it's not a needle at all. It's like an indelible ink drawing on the skin, which can be washed off, and that's the tattoo they're referring to.
So I guess the bikers aren't going to have a good day there.
No. This is actually it's for women, and it's for decorative purposes, for dancers, for weddings and things of that nature. And we asked, and they explained it to us, and they had a good laugh at our expense, I guess. But that's not what was.
But
intended.
it is illegal for people to. You need special zoning for tattoos.
Yes.
Okay.
And, while we're talking about, we also.
Oh, by the way, because one thing I'm going to forget, I want Jordan. What's Jordan's last name, Sonny?
Kidover.
Jordan Kidover, who I've known for years. He's going to be retiring right around the time this airs. He's reached retirement age with the Chicago Police Department. He's been many years in the Neighborhood Relations Office, a really good guy, Officer Kidover. And, of course, Hank Jacob already retired, who was in Area 3, and great guy.
And Cone is with Bruce, isn't he?
Yeah, Steve Cohn's with Bruce. I still see him. He comes to the come to the 2412, 2413 meetings, people. You can get to see Steve Cohn there if you miss him. We've had really lousy attendance because crime is down lately.
Well, that's good. That's not bad. That's good.
You know what? I still want to see the crowd. Well, I guess,
I'm meeting with the commander Friday morning. I'll tell him that you're disappointed that crime is down.
Yeah, you know what? I want a bigger crowd for the meeting. And tell him we want our pizzas back. Sonny says we're going to have pizza.
Okay.
Well, I changed what we were doing. So
Good. So we need the pizza. You know what? I'm almost out of the stuff from the freezer from last year, so I need a fresh supply of pizzas. And but that's a good thing for the meetings. Have you met the new commander before? Because he was the watch commander.
I've met him over the years, but I haven't had a chance to sit and talk to him since he's commander. But in the meantime, we're sitting down on Friday morning.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, and I hope you'll find him the same way. Because he's a very easy guy to work with. I've been
talking to him on the phone, but we haven't really had a sit down.
You know what?
Yet.
He's not an unassuming. He's not full of himself. I know you know what I mean. Especially dealing in politics.
I also had a conversation with the library commissioner this morning. We're looking for a new site for library. With the hope of it apparently will be too much. It'll be too costly to attempt to
transform the present
library. So we're looking for perhaps a new site. It's got to be one of our TIFs because we'll need TIF funding to go ahead with the library.
Well, you've got I don't think you can afford the car places on Western Avenue. They're asking a lot of money for that.
Well, that's exactly what I had suggested.
Ooh. Well, maybe they'll come down in price. There are houses down the block from me. There's a house like a typical bungalow that I saw on the web, $199.5 short sale.
Well, that's
it looks like it's in good shape.
I'm looking for one of the car places on Western, quite frankly.
Okay. Well, I'd love to see the library get bigger quarters and some parking too. Would be nice.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's why I'm looking at some of the places on Western Avenue, and particularly.
And hi, Rose. How you doing?
I'm sure Rose would be happy too.
Oh, and hi, Leslie. Thank you for coming on the show earlier this year.
And.
And by the way, I should tell people too. Amy Zander from the Business Association just moved.
Yes, I talked to Amy about that too. I think Amy's happy with her new location too.
Well, they weren't being too friendly over to her by Republic, I guess it was, and they
were. This way she's got more privacy, and she's got a better location. She's been in mid Devon.
I'll tell you,
I think she's got a better location.
She works hard and she's creative at what she does. I give her credit.
She's been very cooperative with me, she's been a good head, a good director. She's also our executive director for the SSU too. SSA, I mean. So, Amy does a lot of work for the community.
Amy does good work. And by the way, people, we're going to mostly be getting into politics the next few months, so you're going to see less and less neighborhood people till after the primary. And speaking of politics, you supporting anybody?
Well, I'm a non in my office, of course, I'm a nonpartisan office holder.
Right, that's the way it is in the city. There's no Democrats,
and
no Republicans.
Now that I am no longer a committeeman, I don't really have other than the fact that I have been a Democrat most of my life. I don't have to. I'm not tied to anybody in particular, except I have a lot of friends in politics.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah.
So I'll probably end up supporting quite a few people.
Okay, but you're not tipping your hand right now.
No, it's a little early.
Okay. Yeah, nobody's even filed petitions yet.
No.
Okay, and okay, what else is any new proposals for stuff going on here?
Oh, there's one of the Medill students was talking to me the other day and said, well, what major problems do you have? I said, every day there's a new problem. As an example, she called me yesterday, and yesterday was a major problem. You were part of it, by the way, Avi.
Oh.
Has People's Gas been at your door yet?
Yes.
You know what the problem was.
Yeah, there was a leak, and they needed to shut down 2,400 homes before they could shut off the main line.
That's exactly right. They shut down all the gas between Devon and Tui, Western and California. Then they had to come to every home and relight all the pilot lights.
Yeah, except you know what? They didn't do anything here. I actually wasn't home when they turned on the gas. They were able to turn it off from outside.
Yeah, well, because of this was a major problem.
Yeah.
Because there were something like 2,400 homes involved, and they were afraid of blowing up a few houses.
Well, that's a possibility. You know what? Somebody was telling me, they were joking with you, it's a good thing you didn't do your TV shoot yesterday. Yeah. Because they said they don't know if you're allowed to hear politicians talk if there's no gas.
In any event, this was a major problem, and my staff, along with the police staff and along with the Office of Emergency Management, all worked with People's Gas.
They were all over the neighborhood.
Yeah,
they were digging deep holes.
We had a lot of people out here yesterday working. There was an emergency, and we certainly didn't want any explosions. I'll give you another example.
Okay.
Monday last week was Yom Kippur.
Right.
I don't know when this show is going to
well, don't forget, by the way, remember that this show's going to be on YouTube. We film here on a Wednesday. This show's going to be on YouTube no later than Monday, within a few days. And as you know from the last show, over 400 people watched the show on YouTube before it even hit the air.
Now, you know that we have, along California in particular, we have a lot of synagogues.
Yeah.
Now, you know we have major sewer construction going along California.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. That's sewer, that's not the incoming water, that's the outgoing water.
Sewer.
Right.
And so I had to shut down all construction last Monday. Otherwise, it would interfere with all the services on last Monday.
Yeah, that's true.
So I had to get a hold of water management and tell them shut down on the 28th, on the 27th. Was 28th.
Yeah.
What was Monday? Whatever Monday was. And I had to shut down all sewer construction along California because between Pratt and Devon is that major sewer replacement. At the on Lunt, you have that major sewer construction.
Right, which is, by the way, I went to the CTA website, wanted to see when the bus was coming to Lunt and Washington so I could take it.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting there, so the street's being reconstructed. I wound up walking to Romanian for a change, which I usually do anyway.
That's the reason that the the jobs were shut down on Monday because otherwise I would be disturbing the services at what we got, something like 5 different synagogues along California.
And actually, by the way, some of them there's at Kins there's actually 2 synagogues in the synagogue.
Yeah, well, and then you had Ezra's Israel on lunch.
Yeah, there's 2 services in there.
And then you had
at Temple Menorah you got 3.
Yeah.
Because you've got Or Menorah, which is Rabbi Doug.
Well,
you've got Sonny's.
You had no service you had no sewer construction there.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
It was at the Luntz Construction, and then on California south of Pratt, you had Rabbi Small's service.
That's where I was.
You had
Anshe Matala, the Chicago Community
Kollel. So you see that I would be disturbing a great number of services, so I had to shut them down last Monday.
And I'll tell you,
I thank the water management for being so cooperative as to work with me on that.
The police also should get a special hand because they had the usual mobile stations outside of 3 different synagogues and major places in the neighborhood.
Believe me, they were roaming all of them. I saw the cars.
And by the way, speaking of Steve Cohn, he's the one that had the continuity from previous administrations with the police to make sure that the right stuff was instituted from previous years. Hi, Steve.
I thank the police for their cooperation, and we had no incidents, thank God. And we still got major holidays to go through, and I'm hoping
crime is down. And I'm telling you, nobody's coming to my meetings.
Well, that's good. That's good, Avi.
Yeah.
So I've told you also that the piggyback lights are going in Peterson Park. And that'll finish that whole western end of the ward. And we're starting east of California. We're starting additional lighting. I think Fairfield and Washtenaw are getting the lighting. So we're moving east, and we'll continue the program this year.
Now we know you're getting charged $65,000 instead of $12,000, unfortunately. Yeah. So, but how far do you think you're going to get this year with the piggyback lighting?
I think to Washtenaw.
So you're going to be at Pratt and Washtenaw here, or just down Washtenaw here?
To Pratt and Washtenaw. I go from Pratt to Peterson.
Okay.
And that's where we're moving, and
so first down Fairfield, then down Washtenaw.
Yeah.
What about Pratt itself, or just it's going to be the side streets?
No, just the side streets. I take the north-south.
Not all be in the North Shore either.
The north-south streets.
Oh, the north-south streets first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then and where we can, we do the east-west.
Yeah.
But what we do mainly is the north-south streets, because most of the buildings face on the north-south streets.
Right.
Now some of the area, like
1 minute warning, by the way.
Some of the area, like around the park, already have the lights. At Greenbrier, I already have lights in. We're 1 minute warning.
Yeah, I mean, we could do 3 more shows right now. But in any event, anything else you want to sneak in, or?
No, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you invited me, and I want to wish.
It's my pleasure. And try to invite me to your freebies next time. I want the free food, as long as it's kosher.
I want to wish you and all your friends a happy New Year, and I'm so happy that you give me this opportunity to give me this opportunity to talk about all of the things going on.
It's my pleasure. And by the way, people shouldn't feel insulted that I'm not having the alderman on quite as much, because I'm trying to get all the candidates, number one. Number two is, I also, you guys, he was on every 3 weeks, and you guys weren't watching. Now, when I on YouTube, I'm seeing like 200, 400. It's like more people are watching. I like that. So that's which. And by the way, Jewish Chicago, we're thinking about having a Hanukkah issue. I haven't made up my mind on that, but I got to do something. You know what? We really are out of time. Thanks, Sonny, so much. Thanks, Chuck Shea, for bringing Alderman Stone. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you, Avi.
Take care, everybody. Bye.